2K Sports presents Thursday Night at the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3. And for Chicago, Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Booz Ellis in at the 4-man position. So, Legs, here we are at the very beginning of an NBA season. Were you a quick starter, or did you have to build up as the season went on?
Well, Kevin, I didn't have a choice. I always tried to come into training camp in the best shape of anybody in there. I wasn't going to run around too many guys, so I had to run away from them. I learned that early in my career. But, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily shoot the ball well out of the gate. That really was season by season.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniels. Pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Now Vucevic, the tray, and that comes off the assist by Giddey. Vucevic has got 5 points so far. Young against Jones. Porzingis with a screen on Jones. Young with no one around. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Booz Ellis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
With his soft touch around the rim, Booz Ellis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Johnson with a screen on Jones. And then Johnson with the jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now, here's Okoro. Inside, here's Vucevic. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young play.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with.
2 shots.
No good on that one. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And the second free throw, good. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding frees Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Johns, we thank you for the report. And here's Young, after Isaac Okoro getting his shot to go from deep. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside. Porzingis at the elbow. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And here are the Bulls now after the basket by Atlanta. Shot clock at 5. Jones for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Jones. Vucevic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta, trailing by 5. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
Now here's Giddey. He had 19 points in the win against Detroit. A 3-ball. Porzingis with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 5. In the corner, Daniels. Back to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And inside the paint, Johnson is becoming very consistent. He knows what angle to take.
Now, Okoro. Pass to Buzelis. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. Coming off a terrific season and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. And here's Daniels. Back to Young. For the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Buzelis. Giddey with the bounce pass. Jones drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
The Hawks trail by 5. And Young kicks to Porzingis. Young outside. Pass to Rizichet. That 3 off the mark. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Okoro. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. The Hawks trail by 7. Young in the corner. Back to Daniels. The Hawks working the ball around. Johnson outside. And here's Young from the arc. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And Young is at his best when he's hunting shots, especially when he's firing off the catch.
That's to Vucevic. Lets it go from 11. Porzingis with the rebound. Atlanta's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Young against Jones. Young passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Vucevic. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Young. And now just a 2-point Bulls lead. The Bulls have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Bulls third.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Jones kicks to Okoro. Pass to Giddey. And stolen by Daniels. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Here's Okoro. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. A nice shot by Okoro. Okoro's got 7 points.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 6. Young, good.
Well, this is one of the most fearless perimeter shooters in this league. Trae Young has the ultimate green light.
On the wing, Giddey. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
So for the Bulls, Williams comes in for Okoro. And it's Dosunmu in for Trey Jones. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu comes in for Rizachet. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Daniels. Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 22-point game against Toronto.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Bulls trail by 3. Giddey the pass to Williams. Here's Buzelis. Williams has a screen for Buzelis. High post Vucevic. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the lock-in.
Here's Giddey. Here's Vucevic. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Left side, Porzingis. Pass to Young. Johnson with a screen on Giddey. Young, no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Now here's Giddey. And here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 28-point game against Detroit.
And he was a force on the glass. Absolutely dominant.
Dosunmu off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Hawks leading by 3. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
4 on the shot clock. Young from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-star.
He hits the second from the line. And a shift in the front office for the Atlanta Hawks this past summer. Tim, what do you think might have led to that pivot?
Well, Atlanta has missed the playoffs for 2 straight seasons, but their young pool of talent is demonstrating they've gotten some of these right.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Now, here's Herter. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit.
And he was outstanding getting to the line and converting.
To the middle, Okongwu kicks to Kennard. This one for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Herter with it. And again, no good by Chicago. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Newell. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. Now here is Carter. No scoring in this one. Smith finds Dosunmu. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Krejci. Lets the 3 fly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Now here's Dosunmu. Not a lot of room. Now Herter. And Carter has it in the corner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Hawks leading by 5. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Herter. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Now, finding a teammate when you're in mid-shot like that is really difficult, but he made it look easy.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
This is his first free throw of the game.
76% from the line a season ago.
first free throw is good. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. The Hawks leading by 7. Okongwu with a screen on Jones. Young from outside. They get it again. Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
They have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Trae Young. He's coming off an excellent season, checking in at about 24 points per, 11 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
I see no reason why he can't do it again. To a degree, they've structured their entire offense around him.
Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Giddey. Okoro passes to Giddey. Smith with a screen on Daniel. 5 on the clock. And it's Smith missing. And it's the Hawks' ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Kevin, back to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And he makes that one.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
Well, that gave them a huge edge in the game because free throw shooting often determines the outcome.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Hawks second.
You can tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And the first one at the line is good. And, Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Giddey after the basket by Atlanta. Pass to Okoro. Smith against Okongwu. Smith kicks to Giddey. Here's Okoro. The Bulls with another miss. Atlanta leading by 10. Here's Newell. Here's Young. Misses the jumper. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Giddey. A three. Okongwu grabs the board. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-6 run. Now Rizachet. Outside Daniel. Rizachet sets the screen for Daniel. It's Young on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jones.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Ellis is checked in for Chicago. And a change for the Hawks. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Newell. The Hawks leading by 8. Johnson outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Sends Jalen Johnson to the free throw line. It's going to go on Buzelis. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Jalen Johnson. 1 shot.
1 shot.
And that one falls for Johnson. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. Young's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The shake. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jones.
A shooter shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
Here's Rizachet, covered by Okoro. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Rizachet. Outside Daniel. Over Giddey. Daniels, no good. Chicago's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Jones. Good work there as it goes. And now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Johnson with a screen on Jones. Johnson outside. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
So it's the Hawks now. The Bulls getting the bucket. It's Young on the wing, defended by Jones. That one good for 2. Young's got 9.
Yeah, for a smaller guard, Young is very skilled at taking the hit and converting regardless.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Bulls making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. Here's Vucevic. He's got 9. Giddey with the bounce pass. Buzelis, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Buzelis showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. They're great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Here's Okoro following the bucket by the Hawks. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vucevic setting the bid for Jones. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The Hawks leading by 4. Now Young. 9 points in the game so far. Porzingis inside. Vucevic on him. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got assist number 5 here tonight. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Kicks it out to Johnson. Porzingis against Vucevic. Porzingis can't hit.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All right, that's 2 fouls. Not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Chicago with the ball, trailing by 2. Jones looking for an opening. Just 5 to shoot. Over Young. Eyes again. And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 11 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Daniel. Back to Young. 1:37 left in the first half. Here's Buzelis, covered by Johnson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Here's Young. He's got 9. It's to Porzingis. The Hawks working the ball around. Outside Daniel. Screen by Porzingis. It's up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Giddey. He has 6. Jacks up a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice crossover to get that one. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
Giddey making the defenders look like they're on ice.
Jones against Young, and stolen by Giddey. It's Jones on the wing. Over Young. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Young fires away from outside. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the third. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Atlanta Hawks.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for the Hawks, they didn't come out the gates the way they hoped. Took the L, but they don't think that represents who they are.
Well, it might be just a matter of shaking off that rust, Shaq, and I think the second game will give us some insight.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
The Hawks trail by 6. Buzelis out there with the Coral. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in its center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Daniels with it. Giddey defending. Clock at 4. Young passes to Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Buzelis. Giddey surveying the D. Vucevic's screen on Daniel. Giddey, no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Young finds Porzingis. Young sets a screen for Porzingis. For the tie, that one, no good.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Vucevic to the pass to Giddey. Going inside. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 3. Inside. Here's Rizachet. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Possessing good size and impressive versatility. The rookie, Rizachet, looking comfortable operating inside.
Pass to Okoro. And here is Giddey. He's got 8. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Stolen by Okoro. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Bruce Ellis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. Good on the second free throw.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Just 5 on the clock. That evens the score. Young's got 11.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Taking a look at some stats here for Daniels. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 14 points per game, just over 3 steals and 6 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
Well, he is consistently stringing great performances together, and when he gets cooking, just keep giving him the ball.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Okoro kicks to Jones. Pass to Giddey. 5 to shoot. Picked by Vucevic. Giddey with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. And the Bulls with another miss.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Rizachet has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you, Kev.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
And this kid, Rizachet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Jones against Young. On the basket by Jones.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open look.
Here's Daniels. To Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
Vucevic is screen on Daniels. Giddey kicks to Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 3rd assist on the night. Young against Jones. Here's Porzingis. Chalk up 2 there. Porzingis has got 18 points in the game. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic is screen on Johnson. Here's Buzelis. And here is Okoro. Vucevic setting the pick for Jones. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Young outside. Johnson with a screen on Vucevic. Young, no good. Chicago leading. Vucevic with it. He's picked up by Shea. Back to Vucevic. And Jones has it in the corner. Offline with his three. The Hawks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Pass to Shea. Porzingis sets the pick for Shea. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Oh, here's Giddey. Back to Jones. Shoots from 12. Again, the miss by Jones. Hawks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Outside Daniel. Young passes to Porzingis. The Hawks working the ball around. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniel. Three-pointer. That shot off. Chicago trailing here. Buzelis with the ball. He's got 12. Here's Jones. Here's Vucevic. Porzingis with the block. Johnson finds Daniel. Back to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Shea. It's stolen by Buzelis. Pass to Giddey. Trying to end the drought. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like Giddey getting physical, challenging the defense.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
The Hawks making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Daniels kicks to Porzingis. Outside Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. Daniels against Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Josh Giddey. And a change for the Hawks. Kennard's checked in. And so Jones nails both of them. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Here's Shea. Here's Johnson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Jones. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now, Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Johnson. Got a piece of it.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Outside, Jones. Takes it inside. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And, boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Pass to Porzingis. Alexander Walker with the ball. And it's Ricochet missing. To the middle. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. And it's 6 points for Dosunmu.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To Porzingis. To the inside. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Williams. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Out to the right wing. A good look from Vucevic. Atlanta with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Ricochet. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got his second basket of the night. Jones dishes to Vucevic. On the wing, Dosunmu. Defended by Alexander Walker. Jones, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Ricochet. And the 3 off target. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up to the Bulls. A 2-point game. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got 20.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
1:09 left in the third. And here's Porzingis for a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. 23 points in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Okoro. Williams against Porzingis. Williams sets a screen for Jones. Lets it go with the 3. Again, the miss by Jones. The Hawks leading by 3. Porzingis with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. Porzingis can't hit. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ricochet.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Bulls have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And he sinks the second. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Giddey against Young. With 1 on the clock, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We've got more in store for you right after this. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Okongwu is out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Young. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 spot.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Now here's Dosunmu. Tight defense on him. Good defensive work there by Young. Kennard against Giddey. Young outside. Looking to get it going. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard, the pass to Alexander Walker. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now, here is Smith. Here's Giddey to take the lead. And the Bulls with another miss.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Now Young. Over Williams. Shots good from Young. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Yeah, that's just supreme confidence there from Young on that mid-range.
Giddey, the pass to Smith. And here's Herter. Pass to Williams. Now here's Giddey. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Second chance shot. Shakes him. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound in this one. Kennard on the wing. Here's Alexander Walker. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Giddey. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Herter with it. And the Bulls with another miss. Atlanta leading by 4. And stolen by Giddey. And it's Smith, top of the key. Back to Giddey. Young with the steal. Okongwu kicks to Young. Kennard with a screen on Giddey. Pass to Kennard. A 3-pointer, no good. And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Now Herter. Screen by Smith. 5 on the clock. Smith on the wing. Now here's Dosunmu. And again, Chicago. No good. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Alexander Walker passes to Young. To the right side. Here's Newell. He's defended by Herter. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Smith. Now Herter. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Okongwu against Smith. Now Kennard. Okongwu with a screen on Herter. Into the lane. It's tipped. Here's Alexander Walker. Shoots the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Patrick Williams. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Williams. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Dosunmu. And Trey Jones subbed in for Kevin Herter. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. Jalen Johnson comes in for Newell. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Luke Kennard. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Hawks leading by 6. Young passes to Johnson.
And what Jalen Johnson brings to the floor is energy and unselfishness. He works hard out there every single night, and he's all about team.
Jalen Johnson taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. The Bulls making a switch here. Okoro's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And here's Jones. Pass to Vucevic. Now Okoro. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
1 shot.
At the line for 1, Isaac Okoro.
The Hawks leading by 4. Outside Daniels. Pass to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. And he lays it straight in. Porzingis has got 25 points.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Young. And here's Porzingis. Vucevic defending. From 11 feet away, again the Hawks score.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
And it's Giddey in the corner. Inside, and Vucevic throws it down.
and using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Here is Daniels. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson finds Porzingis. Shoots over Vucevic. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And now here comes Daniel, leading the break. And Young with the basket on the assist by Daniel. Daniels has got his 7th assist in the game. Bulls trail by 10. Outside, Jones. Pass to Okoro. Giddy with it. Bulls from the top of the key. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. That one drops for him. Porzingis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Young against Jones. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Okoro. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Buzelis. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. To the paint. And Vucevic kicks to Giddy. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Okoro with it. No good on the triple. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Stolen by Okoro. Pass to Buzelis. And the Bulls with another miss. Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. In the corner, Daniels. Now here's Porzingis, defended by Jones. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Kristaps Porzingis. At the line for 1.
And that one misses. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. And that one is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Here's Okoro. Jones outside. Now Vucevic. No good. Had a chance to end the run right there. Young looking around. good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now here's Jones. Here's Vucevic. Here's the shot. Johnson rips down the board.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Bulls trail by 18. Vucevic with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Johnson rips down the board.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Daniels. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
Now, he was really an intimidator out there. His shot blocking was incredible.
And he makes the first. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Isaac Okoro. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Trey Jones. And both free throws good for Giddey. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Giddey against Kennard. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Now here's Giddey showing the moves down low. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Okongwu against Smith. Now here's Okongwu. Picked away. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Trey, this is a young team. Talk about the chemistry and the connection and how you play together.
I mean, you're around us outside of the locker room. You can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I love this group.
The connection is there on and off the court, guys.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.